Hey, what's up, YouTubers? This is the real deal. Anyway, yesterday was a very sad day because I got laid off from my job that I worked for 7 years and 5 months. I started on this company when I was 23 years old on July 9, 2009, and until yesterday, December 8, 2016, is my last day at work, and I was 30 years old when I got laid off. And to be honest, when I first started on this company, when I started on the company in 2009, it was at the time period there was this depression going on in 2008. The one of, I think, the Great Depression in 2008, when a lot of people are getting laid off left and right, and it's really hard to find a job. So when I found this company through a relative, I really didn't want to work on that company, but there's no job out there back then in 2009 because a lot of companies shutting down and people getting laid off. I was lucky enough to be hired on this company right here, and it was a lot of most of the employees are Indians. I would say about 90% of the employees are Indian, and my first day and first year, it was not really great. So as the year progressed, I planned to leave the company. In my head, I was thinking, when I find a better job, I will leave the company. So that's how the way it's been for me. But as long as I'm not finding anything, I will stay with the company. So, from the 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, 4 years, I was getting frustrated at myself because I was staying on the same job, and I said, I wanted to get out of this company. So if you've been watching my vlogs, I have at the time I'm living in very noisy places. But 3 months ago, 4 months ago, I just moved in this quiet apartment, so everything changes for me. Now I'm just focusing on finding a better job. But anyway, when they announced the layoff, it was 9 months ago, exactly 9 months ago. 9 months and 1 day ago, on March of 2016. They announced that that there will be a cost reduction, and the company is one is moving to China and one is moving to Mexico. So my company is moving to Reynosa, Mexico, and they say that the people will get laid off in different months, different months. So the first layoff will be November of 2016. The second one is December, which is I was included, and then March of 2017, April, May of 2017, and the last one is, I believe, July 1st of 2017. And then August of 2017, the company will totally shut down. Everything is on Reynosa, Mexico. So this is how it started. On March of 2016, I was doing my normal routine job, and I was maybe about 1 hour starting my job, just because my shift is swing shift from 3 o'clock to 11:30 p.m. So I was in the company for about an hour, doing my routine, and then suddenly our supervisor, they called us. He said, "Hey, everybody, go to the conference room." and then the machine will everybody the technician will stop the machine and everybody must be there. So we went to the conference room, and the big boss was there, and he said, today you will not be working today because there was a maintenance issue. So we're like looking at each other, what kind of maintenance issue. But he said you have to come tomorrow 8 in the morning and all the shift will be there. Day shift, swing shift, and graveyard. So we're like, man, what's going on? Why are we gonna go 8 in the morning? And then so that's what happened. So we went there 8 in the morning. Now I remember I was late driving, because I'm not used to waking up that early. I work in swing shift, and I came on the company around 8:01, 8:02 a.m. And as I walk to the building, I go to the conference room and I see everybody was there, swing shift, day shift, graveyard, supervisor, everybody. And then I recognize there's also a couple of people there that I don't recognize, like white people with wearing suit. And then, the business director came in and he announced that, the company will shut down because of cost reduction, and we will get laid off in different times. Not everybody will go in one particular date. So that's the sad part about it. So yesterday, I was laid off along with other 12 people. So there's total of 13 people that got laid off today. But before that, there was 4 people that got laid off. Then 13 people got laid off, and there's 25 more people remaining on the company, and they will get laid off, as time goes, in March, and yeah. So I feel bad for the people that will be the last one to get laid off, because they will witness, my other co-workers getting laid off. So this is the hard part of getting laid off. I am 23 years old when I started on the company. Now I'm 30 years old, and I just really don't know what the future is. We have a severance package that will last about 2 months. And then I can also apply for unemployment. But, I'm really thinking, what will happen to me a year from now. They say that there are many jobs out there. And I hope that I will find a normal, regular, permanent job. But I'm not sure. I really don't know what will be the outcome. That's the part that I'm worried the most. There's many things going on in my head, And one of my nightmares is, what if you go to these companies and you applied and no one is calling you, and then your severance package is almost finished and your unemployment and still nothing. Those are the things that I'm worried about. But I try to be very, very positive, and I'm hoping that during those time period I will find something, and I will be permanently employed and be regular. And I hope that I don't want to experience this again. This is my very first experience getting laid off. I've been working for the last 7 years and 5 months in the same company, and right now it's 5 o'clock and I should be at work right now, doing my normal routine, but suddenly it's all gone. And it is very, very sad, very kind of confusing. So we just have to stay positive. But even when you're staying positive, there's always this negative thing in the back of your head. So I'm just making this video, to remind myself once upon a time in life I got laid off, and I hope maybe a year from now when I watch this again I will remember everything, and I hope I will never go through this again. Yeah, there's many things going on in my head, many stories, but if I tell them, if I just continue speaking, this video will be so long. So I'm just doing this just, for a memory. And I hope that on December 9 of 2017, which is next year, and definitely I will watch this video again. I hope that everything is different. A lot of things can unfold 1 year from now. So yeah, and I wanna thank my company, for the last 7 years. Although I didn't like working there that much, but it helped me a lot. Buying many things, from the computers, TV, cars, apartments, and I spent many holidays in there. July 4th, 7 Thanksgiving, 6 Christmas, and 6 New Year, 7 Labor Days, and it's just hard to. I just can't believe now. I'm here and I'm not employed anymore. I have to find a new job. That is the shocking part. So maybe there's people out there that will go through these things. And I actually, been watching other YouTubers who got laid off, and and now I'm sharing the same passion. But I just have faith on the one true Lord. I'm very deeply religious person, and I believe that there will be a better future for me. I will find a better job. I will be permanent, and I will enjoy life. Maybe there is a reason why this happened. One door closes, another door open, and I really have faith on the one true Lord. And maybe this is one of my tests, but I believe that a year from now things will go for the better, and I have to think that way. And life goes on. Actually, when they announced the layoff on back then 9 months ago in March 2016, I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that when I get laid off. But when that time comes, when you get laid off, everything gets shattered. It's like, oh man. But I will in the coming days and weeks and months, I will try to do everything I can. I think that I will finish this entire December of 2016. Just have a time off for myself this holiday. Enjoy the holiday. Go to the gym, work out. Because I have a fat belly now. Then on January, New Year, then I will start looking for a job. And hopefully by then, as time goes, I will be working, and I definitely will make a video like. So okay then, I don't know how long I've been talking on this camera, and I just want to remind myself, once upon a time, on December 9, 2016, I was here, unemployed, just got laid off after 7 years and 5 months of service. So I believe that the best is yet to come, and just want to remind myself, I will see you on December 9, 2017, and I will remind myself that once upon a time in my life I was laid off, and now I'm doing good, and I hope that my future is doing good. Okay then, this is the real deal. Adios.